Yo, welcome to another devlog where we tamper with the volume to create a volume setting. To do this, we have to somehow control the volume of the master music through our code, which will be used as a reference for our slider to work. Now to explain how this works, we have to first expose the volume of the master music so we can reference it to our code. Then in our code, we can add a variable where we put our mixer and slider. Now all the ingredients are in, we can now cook. So let's make a method called setMusicVolume, where the float of the volume is equals to the slider's value, which just literally means the value of the volume is now equals to the slider's value. Now that we define the value of the volume, we can now set the value of the audio mixer. Here we have the master music with another value that calculates the logarithmic of the volume, then multiply it with 20. Together with another start method, we can now control the volume of the slider. Now the problem is when you're going to change the setting of the volume, it doesn't really save. To solve this, even if we exit the application or leave the game, we can use the player pref system to save data of whatever the players is set in the settings. To do this, we can set the value the same with the audio mixer in the setMusicVolume method. Then let's add another method and name it with loadVolume. In this method's logic, we need to define the slider's value data to the player pref. Then we can finish it off with the setMusicVolume, telling the code that the volume's data will be based on whatever the player pref has. Now, in the start method again, let's add if statements. If there is a player pref data being stored from the previous interaction with the settings, then the code will use the loadVolume method, where it will load the saved data. Then, if there is no data stored, the game will be using the setMusicVolume as default. With that, you have a working music volume setting, which you can use for your sound effect also if you want to. You can just copy and paste the same logic, it just works fine. Now that's all, thank you.